moving to the presentation. Today's topic is CNG, petrol, diesel, or electric. Actually, the comparison will come later on. Before that, I will explain a little bit about electric vehicles and especially about electric cars. We have three types of electric vehicles. First one is hybrid. In case of hybrid, we actually run those vehicles on conventional fuel only, and there is no charging required from outside. The battery get charged during the movement. This is the hybrid type. Next one is plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. In case of plug-in, we do both things. That is, we run our vehicle on the conventional fuel, that is petrol, diesel, CNG, and along with that, we can also charge it from the outsource. The third one is battery operated electric vehicle. This is our main focus will be on this one. This is totally based upon electric supply. There is no conventional fuel used in this type. Now, first of all, I want to discuss that what are the various barriers which we are facing in our Indian market. First one is vehicle servicing. We all have a very good idea about Maruti servicing and Maruti workshops. Those workshops and service centers and even mechanics are available all over India, even in small towns and villages also. But in case of EVs, when we search for it, we found a very minute percentage of these peoples, very minute, even in 0.0%, because it is not a common thing now in India. Electric vehicles. That's why when people used to go to buy an electric vehicle, they first of all they think about the servicing. Or other way, if a breakdown will occur, in that case, who will give the service to them in the midway? Second one is high capital cost. Yes, that is one of the main reason people don't opt for electric vehicles. Simple. If a car normally cost of petrol for 10 lakh, in case of electric, it will cost about 14 or 15 lakh. So the cost increases many folds. That is one of the main reasons we don't go for electric vehicles. And this main cost include actually the battery, cost of battery. Soon we will have some solution of it. Third part is consumer perception. Consumer perception here means that central government and state government runs a lot of schemes related to EV, which we actually do not know. So what people presume is that if we are using a Hyundai car, then we must go for it. Same. They don't opt for a new version because number one, they are loyal to the company. Number two, they actually don't know about the various schemes of the government. Fourth one is lifespan, battery lifespan. Even in case of inverters and in case of our mobile phones, we simply notice that with the passage of time, the battery life decreases. And same will happen in electric vehicle also. It is also using nowadays lithium-ion batteries, but soon we will have some more technologies which will increase the lifespan of these batteries as well as decrease the cost of these batteries. Then driving range. Initially, what happens is that for a full complete charge, the company, whichever company is selling those electric vehicles, say that our car will run near about 250 to 350 kilometers in one full charge. And that depends upon the type of battery and the capacity of that battery. So in that case, if you are using a diesel vehicle, you can fill it up anywhere and you can move from Kanyakumari to say Kerala. So that is not possible at present scenario. It is not possible with electric vehicles when you move with the electric vehicles. Next one is charging time. Yes, when you go to a filling station, you need only 5 to 10 minutes to take even CNG also, if the line is not so big. In that case, CNG or petrol or diesel, you will get in within 5 to 10 minutes. But in case of electric vehicle, normally at present, it takes 1 hour to 7 hours to charge fully. 1 hour because it is a fast, ultra fast charging, and 7 hours in case of normal charging. Then safety, of course. What we have listened a lot about blast of batteries in case of when people are using mobiles during charging. Even without charging also, sometimes it happens. And we have seen so many news also. The same safety concerns is with electric vehicles also, because it is also using the same type of battery, and that is a heavy one. Then comes the government policies. Government has policies, but it doesn't spread it properly. And the last one is charging infrastructure. Yes, at present, the if person having electric vehicle, they are using an EV, then they are charging it at home only most of the time. And in NCR, there are few charging stations, but in other space, they are charging that same vehicle at their home for overnight or say for 3 to 4 hours in a day. That is the main concern, and government is working on it. They are spreading their charging station within a span of 3 to 10 kilometers. Every 3 to 10 kilometers. These are the various barriers which we are facing in case of EV growth in Indian scenario. Now, what we are going to compare is that we compare four versions: CNG, petrol, diesel, and then electric one, and the model taken. That is one of the main concern because the variant should be same one. We are not discussing about features. We are discussing about the variant only, type of fuel. Tata Nexon XM is the model. One is electric, then petrol, then CNG and diesel. Here CNG is marked asterisk or star because at present Tata is not giving Nexon XM in CNG version, and we have considered increment of 45,000 to petrol version to make it CNG. That's all. Now, what are the various assumptions we have considered while doing the calculations? Number one is single model. All the variant have same model of Tata Motor. Number two is we have taken a span of 8 years. 8 years have two reasons. Number one, most of the companies who are selling EV are giving warranty on batteries for 8 years. Number one. Number two, if you are going for a diesel car, in that case, you will run a diesel car for only 10 years. Nowadays, the permit is given, the RC is made for 10 years only. So, we have taken an average of 8 years for using each and every model. Now, initially we have discussed that we have three type of vehicle. In this assumptions, we are taking only one type, that is battery operated, fully electric vehicle. How the vehicle is purchased, that means for every model, either you are going for CNG, for petrol or diesel or for electric, you will give a down payment of 2 lakh and then the rest of the amount will be taken from bank. Comparison is done. Yes, that I have already mentioned that we are not taking the features in the sense whichever luxury things are given inside the car. We are considering only the type of fuel. Because main concern of each and every Indian citizen, mainly who belongs to a middle class family, is money. How much money is spent? That is the main concern. EVs are mainly charged at home. They are not charged at other stations because still they are less in the number. And second reason is, taking this assumption, is that we have at present, you can say 6 to 12 rupees per unit charges at home. So that cost less. And if we use the charging stations, in that case, that will be commercial cost. From how overall comparison has been done, on which points they are, this comparison is done is number one, capital cost, number two, service. We will take these one by one: service cost, insurance, spare parts, running cost. Main cheese is running cost. Tax rebate given by the state government and central government. Total subsidy, that is also given by both the governments in some states. So the first one is capital cost, how it affects. These are the figures given by the company. In this figure, only CNG cost is modified. You can see that if petrol cost us 8.39, then CNG is 8.85. That is just addition of 45,000. RTO charges now. In case of EV, government has reduced RTO charges to 5,000, or even some states are not taking RTO charges at all. Some states. This policy varies between state to state. Next is insurance. This is also one of the factors which varies state to state. Here it is taken as 9,290 rupees, and the total cost on road is 14,43,000 as compared to CNG 9.93, 9.48, and 10.93. So if we used to, if we are running a petrol car, that is 9.5 lakh, and if we want to run an EV, then it cost 14.5 lakh. 9.5 and 14.5, 5 lakh. The capital cost is higher than each and every one. Slowly, we will move further. This is not the actual picture. Service. What about service? For 1 year, it cost only 5,000. Why 5,000? It has no combustion engine. That is the main reason. In case of CNG, it is 8,000, petrol 7,000, diesel 9,000. And for 8 years, it has been multiplied, and the EV service cost for 8 years is 40,000. This is less than all other variants. Now, annual comprehensive insurance is that initially we have paid the first year insurance. Now the renewal starts for rest of the 8 years. This is higher for electric vehicles because company who will offer you these insurance premiums will cost more for electric vehicle just because of the single issue, that is the safety one. So it will cost you 1,16,000. Then comes spare parts. EV has less spare parts as compared to rest of the thing because we are running that EV only on one lithium-ion battery, the main part, and the second one is synchronous motor. That's all. Main big parts. So it takes 1,000 for 1 year for spare parts, and for 8 years it is again less as compared to the rest of the variants. Tax rebate. Central government is giving a rebate of 1,50,000. Soon, the state government will also start giving this type of rebates to the state employees. Now, this 1,50,000 will be actually cost 30,000. How it will cost 30,000? See, you will be given an extra rebate for 3 years for 50,000 each. 50 plus 50 plus 50. That is 1,50,000. And if you are coming in 20% slab, then for 50,000 you will be taxed less as 10,000 because 20% of 50,000 is that 10,000. For 3 years it will be 30,000. This cost will be recovered in 3 years. That is not rebated in the initial phase, but we will get it in next 3 years. Next subsidy, yes. Most of the government highest subsidies at present is given by Maharashtra government. So state government is not giving any subsidy. These data are as per the UP government. But I am telling you that in case of Delhi and in case of Maharashtra, they are giving higher side. By central government, it is 1,50,000 for everyone. So this will be deducted at the time of purchasing. Total subsidy is 1,50,000. Running cost. This is one of the important factor. Rest of the things are for the initial phase. This is for complete 8 years. Highest one. What happens is that fuel cost. What is fuel cost? Is I will show you the units also. I am considering electricity unit price is 10 per unit. Yes, there is a depreciation, appreciation, everything will be there. That can be included in this study later on. But at present, I am taking it as 10 rupees for electric unit. CNG is at present 70 rupees in Mathura. Petrol is 100 rupees. Diesel is 90 rupees. This may vary very soon. So average, what average the company is claiming for petrol, it is giving as 17, and I have considered it as 15. Diesel, it is giving as 22. I have taken it as 20, and for CNG, it will be 25. This is an assumption that it will be higher on the higher side of the diesel. Battery rating. Battery is not used in CNG, petrol or diesel version, so it is given only in electric type. So running in one full charge is 300 kilometers. How one full charge? Company claims 310 kilometers for one full charge. One battery of 30 kilowatt hour will require 30 units, and one unit is rupees 10. So total charging cost will be for one full charge is 300, and in 300 it will run 300 kilometers. Whereas in 1 liter of petrol it will run 15 kilometers. So this is the actual per kilometer running cost: 1, 2.8, 6.67, 4.50. Next one. Conclusion. Now all these points have been added into single one. See what happens is that electric vehicle cost 15.5 lakh, whereas CNG vehicle cost 14.7. Rest of two are the other stories: 18.89, that is 19 lakh, and 18 lakh. Those are higher on the higher side. Finally, and still, even in case of CNG, it is also cheaper than the electric vehicle at present, but you will not get any boot space in case of CNG. So that is one of the main problem of CNG. Still, you can see that the difference between EV and CNG for 8-year run is not a big thing. So this one is the conclusion in case of, because people actually think that EV are very costly, don't go for it. But no, over a long run, if an EV is purchased in 2022, then it will cost you 15.5. So now, whether to purchase electric vehicle or not, yes, that should be purchased, but not now. As per my views, you can go for an EV for within 2 to 3 years, because in that span, you will get more subsidies, more tax rebate, number one. Number two, there will be surely a change in the technology of this battery. And number three is, the most important thing is, at that time, people will start thinking of green revolution, because those two type of vehicles are also polluting our environment, petrol and diesel. It is not that electric vehicles are not polluting; they are also pollute the environment, but at not that scale. These are the various references which I have taken from which I have taken the data.